Psalm 28. Yeah. So 1 to 5 is lament. It sounds pretty dramatic, like especially the verse, if you do not answer me, I will die. And just a pleading for the wicked to be punished. And then 5 to 9, and then 6 to and on is praise. So it's kind of like a pleading, and then the result of that pleading in verse 6 continue, because starting with verse 6 he said that God heard his cry for help. And then so because God heard his cry, then he felt protected and defended, and he from a point of like, oh, if you don't hear me, I'll die, he is now joyful and chooses to praise. So the writer's feelings are contrasting. The writer cried out to the Lord because I guess the wicked are after him. The writer expressed trust in the Lord by knowing that without the Lord, he'll perish. I think, like what I said earlier, is just how he recorded down what he was feeling at the moment of desperation, and the result of that desperation was joy and protection, and that just shows that God keeps his promises. Hear my prayer for my parents, especially my dad, that he won't be like wrapped up in like controversy theory, or what, like the theories, the conspiracy theories, and that he'll have a love for people and not like get puffed up in knowledge, but be grounded in God's word and walk in his truth and light and love, and not be puffed up in knowledge and walk in hate and just looking down on people. And I pray that my mom would be grounded in God's word, just focus on him and not try to change my dad. I mean, there's nothing that she can do to change him, but just to walk in the way of a godly woman and let God do the rest. Surrender everything to God, and in her desperate times, if she look back at it, she'll know that God is working. So just, there's nothing our hands can take care of. So I just desperately pray for a revival in my family, my parents' family especially, and just the world right now. I mean, we're living in times of great uncertainty and fear. Like, people are panicking over just the slightest news, and just God, just calm them and make your presence known to them so that they can have peace to live through anything, because you're not gonna let anything that happens, nothing happens without your permission. So just that give me assurance, and with that, the assurance that you will protect and you will turn everything together for good for those who love you. So just let them know that, and let them be one of those who love you and not one of those who are considered the wicked. And only those who don't ultimately give their life to your leadership will be considered wicked. So God just is an easy choice. It just needs one to let go of their pride and accept your free gift, free but not cheap, free but expensive gift of salvation. So I just desperately want that. Amen.